Okay, let's look at the homework 2.5, 2.6, problem number 5. Right, so we want to find an equation of the tangent line to the graph of this guy at 3, 9. Right, so let's do that. Alright, so as usual, we are looking for two things. So first thing is point. Right, so we're going to call this guy x1, comma y1. Right, so in this case a point is given, so it's easy, there's no work required. Alright, then we have to find the slope. Right, so as usual, I'm gonna call this guy m is equal to, right? So in order to find that, we need to take the derivative of the given function and plug in the x value. So that's going to be 3. Right? Alright, now we have to find the derivative. Alright, so y prime is going to be equal to, alright, so first, I don't like square root. I'm going to rewrite this guy as 6x on top, and simply I'm going to write it, the denominator as quantity x plus 1 to the 1/2 power. Right? So let's use a quotient rule. Right? So square the bottom. So that's going to be just x plus 1. Right? Because it's 1/2 power squared. Right? So derivative of the numerator, top, would be 6. Right? Times the denominator, which is x plus 1 to the 1/2 power, right? Minus, don't forget that there's a minus sign here, right? Then top, which is 6x, right? Times the derivative of the denominator. So that's going to be 1/2 in front, right? Then the same quantity, x plus 1, and then subtract 1 from the power. So it's a negative 1/2, right? Then multiply by derivative of inside is 1, so I'm not going to even write that. Alright, so we have this. Alright, then first thing I would do is I do not like to have a negative power here, so I'm going to try to simplify that by multiplying top and bottom by quantity x plus 1 to the 1/2 power. So you have to do exactly the same thing to the denominator so that we don't change the quantity. Alright, so let's look at that. Alright, so first thing I would do is distribute this guy to the first term. Right, so since you have 6 times, alright, so you have 6. Right, then you have x plus 1 to the 1/2 power times the same thing. So it's going to be basically same thing as squaring it. So it's going to be just x plus 1. Right? Minus. Alright, so you have 6x times 1/2 is 3x. Right? Then you have to multiply this guy to that guy, right? Since this is simply a reciprocal of this guy, so if when you multiply together you're going to get 1. So that's it. So you basically cancel out. On the numerator you're going to get quantity x plus 1, right? So you basically have x plus 1 to the first power times same thing to the 1/2 power. So 1 plus 1/2 is 3/2 power. Right? So you get that. Then we can simplify it. If you want, you can pull out, seems like 3 is in common. So pull out 3, right? So you're going to have 2 times x is 2x, right? Since the 3 is pulled out. And 2 times 1 is 2, right? Then 3 is out, so it's going to be just a negative x, just factoring it out, right? Then the denominator stays the same, x plus 1 raised to the 3/2 power. Alright, then you can see that we can clean up a little bit further. I have 3, alright. Then you have 2x minus x would be just x. Then you have plus 2, right? Then you have quantity x plus 1 raised to the 3/2 power. All right, so that's the derivative. All right, now we can find the slope. Right, just plug in 3 for x. So it's going to be there's not much room. So actually, I'm gonna go over here to write it. All right, so it's going to be 3 times, now x is 3, so 3 plus 2, so I'm going to put 5 here. Alright, so you have 3 plus 1 is 4 to the 3/2 power. Alright, so that will be, so 15 on top. Alright, for the 1/2 power is square root, so that's going to be 2. Raise it to the 3rd power, 2 cubed is going to be 8. Right, so that's the slope. Right, so now we have an equation, so it's going to be just a y minus y1 9, which is equal to 15 over 8, so that's the slope, times quantity x minus x1 is 3. Right, right. If you want, we can multiply it out, so you can get 15 over 8 x minus 3 times 15 over 8 would be 45 over 8, right? Then you can have, let's see, so we can isolate y by adding 9. Alright, is going to be y is equal to, right, 15 over 8 x, right? So minus 45 over 8. Then we're adding 9. So 9 is the same thing as 8 times 9 is 56. Oh, sorry, 72. Sorry about that. So 8 times 9 is 72. Right, over 8. Right, so therefore, so this is just can be simplified as y equals 15 over 8x. Alright, so it's going to be plus, alright, common denominator is 8. Alright, 72 minus 45 would be, so 2, so 12 minus 5 is 7. Alright, so 6 minus 4 is 2, so 27. Alright, so that's that. So let's type this guy in. Alright, so that was 15 over 8 x plus 27 over 8. Alright, so we have that. Alright, then we have to get a graph. Alright, so let's sketch the graph too. So I'm gonna bring out the GeoGebra. So open up a GeoGebra. Right, so type in the tangent line probably first. Y is equal to 15 over 8 times x plus 27 over 8. Right, so type that correctly, then hit enter. Right, so you get the line, and original function is y equals 6x over square root of x plus 1, so x plus 1 to the 1/2 power. Right, then hit enter. Right, so it's a little hard to see, so I'm gonna just move the graph a little bit, and maybe we can just zoom out and here. Right, a little bit more. All right, so yes, you can see that this is a graph and you have a tangent line there. All right, let's look for the graph there. All right, so it looks like the first one, that's not even a tangent line. Second one, no. All right, third one looks promising, and fourth one, again, it's not even a tangent line. So it's got to be this one right there. All right, so let's check the answers. All right, it came back. We have the right equation for the tangent line, and we've chosen the right graph as well. All right, that's it. I hope that this was clear.